Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. This is Matt with Coyote Creek Archery. Today I want to talk to you about a new product for 2022. This is the Scott Verge release. I've recently become a dealer for the outdoor group, which includes several brands. Most notably would be Elite Bows, Scott releases, CBE sights, and Slick Trick broadheads, Winner's Choice strings. Is all part of the outdoor group, and I'm excited to be on board with them. I do sell some of their products in my store, and I'm going to be expanding on that a little bit. I will continue to sell Bowtech and the products that are under their umbrella as well, black gold sights, tight spot quivers, and ripcord arrow rests is all things that I'll continue to carry in my store, just expanding a little bit and offering some more variety to my customers. But today I'm going to be talking about this new release. It is designed as a back tension release, and if you've watched my videos in the past, I've been shooting this Scott Jaws release. I really like Scott releases. I like their wrist straps. I just like the way things work. And this has been real nice. This is what they call their Hyper Jaw. So it's kind of a hybrid. It's flat on one side, and then it has kind of the hook on the other. They both open up together and gives a nice smooth release. This is kind of a solid body release. But I like that it is able to flip back, so when it's attached to my wrist, I can get that flip back out of the way. So that's a couple of things that I've really liked about this. And being that I've shot a compound bow for, I can't remember how long, 20 to 30 years, somewhere in that range. A lot of us started out with something like this, and it's something that is ingrained in my mind and something that I've used a lot. I've tried handheld releases, and I've shot okay with them. I've had a difficulty finding a consistent anchor point with them, and I was not a fan of a handheld release for hunting. Just in the way that I hunt, I'm always on the ground, I'm moving and setting things down and then picking them up and moving and that type of thing. And it didn't really work well for the style of hunting that I like to do. So I like to have my release attached to my arm, to my wrist, so that it's there and it's ready to go when it's time for the shot and when I need it, and I'm not having to search for it or go back and look for it if I've left it somewhere back behind me. So anyway, on to this new release. This is called the Verge from Scott Archery, and it's a little bit different design. It does have the strap here for the adjustability. It is going to take some torque out of the shop, and it does have a swivel head, so this head will swivel all the way around. Take some torque out of the shot, and it's also going to allow it to be used for left-handed or right-handed archers. It's a hook style design, so you can see there we've got a hook, and that hook's going to open up on the shot. But the neat thing about it is the trigger on this. Okay, so it's allowed where we can put two fingers. You can either use your index finger or your middle finger, or you can use it more like a handheld release, and we could grip it like this. And it's really going to allow you to take a shot with back tension, which is what I like. It does have quite a bit of adjustability, where we can adjust that trigger. You can see those two set screws there. So I can change this angle of this however I would like to. I can adjust the travel. It comes with a separate sear where you can replace if you like that click and back tension style release. And I haven't messed with that yet. I've just been using the way it's been set up. And it has taken me a little bit to get used to it. Obviously, I've been shooting this style of release for a long time. So trying to go to something like this where I'm really concentrating on my back tension has been good. I think it's helped me with my shots. But I have been a little bit inconsistent with it off to the start, just trying to get used to that. I think if you're a new archer, this would be something I would definitely steer you towards, because I think this is going to help you in the long run with your shots. You can still punch this just like any other handheld release, any type of release. A thumb button release, you can still punch the trigger on that as well. But this is going to help to train you to shoot more with those back muscles and to pull through the shot. And that's what I really like about this. It does retail for $149, I believe, right in that ballpark. So it's a little bit more expensive than what this Jaws is. The Jaws runs about $90, and this is about $150. So a little bit more, but you get a lot of this, a lot of things out of this release that you don't get in others. And it's kind of a unique design that you don't see in other style releases as well. So I really like this. I'm going to get my bow here, and I'll take a few shots and just kind of show you how I would use this release and what I would be looking for in taking a shot with this. Okay, so I'm set up here to take a few shots. I talked a little bit in one of my previous videos about switching up arrows. I've gone to these Black Label Quantums from Gold Tip just to get a little bit more speed out of my setup, a little bit more front of center. My front of center now I think is 15-16%, something like that, so that's worked out really well. And I'm trying out these AAE Max Hunter vanes. Before I was looking at the Max Stealth, looking at going with different colors. I really like, this is just the color that I use quite a bit and kind of the setup that I've always gone with. So I'm working with these Max Hunters, and so far I've been really happy with them. So I'm going to continue with these and try and shoot some different broadheads with them and see what's going to work best for me. You know, right now it's only the middle of June, but season won't be that far away. So now's the time to be working with different things in your setup. If you're going to be switching broadheads, if you're going to be switching arrows or vanes, release, anything like that, be working on that right now. And you know, don't wait till September, October and think, now I need to start making some changes. By that point, you're already too late. If you start to work on things now, it gives you time to adjust and get things dialed in to where you're going to be shooting your best, and you owe that to the animals that you hunt. So anyway, we're going to take a few shots with this release, and I'll kind of show you how it's going to work. So it's going to hook on my D-loop. I'm going to make sure my hand is back behind that trigger when I'm drawing. I don't want to get anything up here and accidentally shoot the bow when I don't want to, but we'll draw back. Okay, and I can anchor just like I do with my other release. Once I get to my anchor, I'm going to come around, and now you can see I'm not having to grab onto this trigger with my fingertips like I would with an index style release. I can get clear in here and get a nice deep grip on that to where I'm not using my fingertips and it's not so sensitive. And then what I can do is I can just start to squeeze on that, push my bow forward once my pin is settled. Okay, and I'm pulling through the shot. And that's what I really like about this, is it allows me to pull through the shot like that. Takes a little bit of practice and getting used to. After the shot, your hook, I can show you that, your hook is going to be up like this. If you just squeeze this trigger, it's going to reset it for you. And now it's ready to go. So that's all you have to do. The wrist strap is pretty large. Let me set my bow down. It's a pretty big wrist strap, and I've got skinny wrists. So I have to go on the very last setting, I don't know if you can see that, to get this where I want it. I usually want the head of that release to be kind of right here where my fingers meet my hand. And with my small skinny wrists, I've got to go on the very last setting here. So it does have a lot of adjustment. It does have a lot of extra. I guess that'd be one complaint that I have about it. But it does allow for a lot of adjustability. I think if it was later in the season and maybe I'm wearing a jacket or I've got a heavier coat, I wouldn't be on that very last hole here. So you can see that there's quite a bit of adjustment in this strap, which is nice. Really nice and comfortable. It's leather on the outside. It's kind of a neoprene on the inside. So a nice comfortable strap. It's pretty big. Bigger than what I had on my previous release or the other releases that I've used in the past. But it works well. It's just something that if I'm going to hunt with it, it's something that I'm going to have to use more and more and practice with and just get used to it, because it is a different style. But it's something that I like. I really love the idea of it. And it's something that I'm going to work at and try to get better with, so it's something that I can try to use this year. But again, I think if you're a new archer starting out and you haven't shot a bow much, or you're just starting out, look into this especially, because this is something I think is going to help you with shooting with a little bit more back tension, not developing so much target panic with punching the trigger and that type of thing. And it's something that's attached to your wrist, something that you can always have with you when you're hunting. And I really love the idea of it. So anyway, new product from Scott Archery. Really excited about this. Wanted to show it to you and show you how it works. And hopefully this was a little bit helpful to you. If you have any questions or ever any comments, want to talk to me about anything, if you're looking to order products, traditional bows, anything like that, you can always give me a call, send me a text, shoot me an email. All of my information is on the website. I am located in Ellis, Kansas, or just outside of Ellis, Kansas, which is right along I-70, halfway between Denver and Kansas City. So if you're traveling through and need anything archery wise on your hunts or whatever, give me a call and I'll be glad to help you out. So anyway, wanted to share this with you and hope you have a great day. Thank you for watching.